Hello everyone, welcome to your full body yoga practice where today we're going to have some fun. So I invite you to find a seat of your choice with the eyes closed, resting the hands anywhere you'd like just for a few moments here to tune into your breath. And then let's roll down onto the back, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. And you can take a couple of ankle circles here, a few times in one direction, and then reversing it. Maybe keeping the eyes closed for these first few moments to really feel into how your body is doing today. Let's take this into a gentle twist, bringing that right knee over towards the left. Opening the right arm out to the side. And then bringing yourself back to center, hugging the knee in once more, and then opening that knee out towards the right. Looking for a little bit of sensation in the inner thigh. And let's gently release hold of that knee. We'll switch sides with the left knee coming in towards the heart for a little hug, maybe some ankle circles. Switching directions. And let's find our twist, encouraging that knee over towards the right. And you might notice if this second side feels a little bit different. Just working out the kinks, still warming up here. Bring yourself back to center. You can pull that knee in a little closer and then invite it out towards the left. Keeping the right leg nice and relaxed. And then letting go of that left knee to extend both legs alongside one another before planting both feet to the mat, preparing for bridge pose, arms alongside the body. And once you've arrived, you can squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up and lower down. So take a few more here with your breath. Maybe exhaling as you lift up. Inhaling to slowly lower yourself back down. Finding the pace of your breath. And let's take one more. And then hold your hips up and start walking in place. So just lifting one foot up an inch and then the other. Marching in place. Hips stay nice and high here, pressing the arms firmly down. And then very slowly roll your spine back down to the mat, hugging both knees in and rocking side to side. Beautiful. Catch hold behind the legs so you can roll yourself back up towards a seated posture. And we all meet in hands and knees. Tucking the toes under and sitting back towards your heels. You can keep the fingertips on the mat or maybe turn the tops of the hands over onto the mat. Getting a nice stretch through the wrists and forearms as we stretch the feet as well. You can release, just take a few circles with each wrist to let that go. And let's inhale to arch the spine and exhale to round. Just 2 rounds of cat-cow here. Really nice. Let's step the right foot forwards into a low lunge. Walking the hands onto that front knee, and then inhale your right arm up towards the sky, cactus that arm and twist yourself towards the right. So the left arm can gently pull against that right knee to twist further. And then side body stretch as you reach the right arm over towards the left, facing forwards. Wonderful. You can let that go. Then bring yourself back. Let's offset that back leg now towards the right. So we're facing towards the left side of the mat. Reach the left arm over once more, another side body stretch. Maybe you straighten out through the right leg, coming to gate pose. And then bring the hands back to the mat. Sit yourself towards that left heel. Right leg out to the side, maybe folding forwards. Deep stretch for the hamstrings here. Come back to your breath. And straightening up, finding a long lunge again. Tuck the back toes to lift the left knee. And then set that back knee down once more and we'll come towards a half split. So rocking the hips back, maybe flexing through that right foot, maybe folding a little bit deeper. And shift yourself forwards once more, coming back to hands and knees. 2 more rounds of cat-cows. Inhale to arch. Exhale to press the mat away. Getting ready for our second side. So beginning by stepping that left foot forwards between the hands. Keeping the right knee down, walking the hands up onto that front knee. And then reaching the left arm up and overhead to cactus the arm and twist yourself towards the left. Maybe taking the gaze a little bit further back, squeezing through the glutes to sink the hips. Bring the upper body back to face the front. Reach the left arm over towards the right for that side body stretch. Really reaching long. And then release, offset that right foot towards the left side of your mat so you can once again reach the right arm long for that gate pose, perhaps straightening out your left leg. And slowly sitting yourself back towards your right heel, perhaps adding in a forward fold here, looking for sensation. And the adductors, the hamstrings, the groin. We'll all feel this a little bit differently. Just explore what it means to you. And on your next exhale, you can release, shifting back to a low lunge. Left leg is still in front. And then pulling yourself back for half splits. Perhaps you flex through the front foot. Perhaps that tailbone reaches a little bit higher up towards the sky. And bring yourself forward. Plant both hands to find plank pose now, pressing the heels away behind you and lifting up to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Shake it out. Maybe pedal the feet. Any little wiggles and shakes that feel nice. And we'll inhale the right leg up towards the sky and the knee to open up through the hip. And then step that right foot forwards between the hands, finding a high lunge this time. Gazing forward. On your next exhale, shifting back to pyramid pose. Front leg can straighten any amount. We'll just rock it forwards and back a few times. Going from that high lunge on the inhale and exhaling back to pyramid pose. And you might hold that pyramid pose a little bit longer. You can absolutely keep a bend in that front knee. And then coming back towards your lunge, planting the hands, coming back towards your plank, one long line of energy. And then the hips go up and back for downward facing dog. Beautifully done. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee to open up through that hip. Heel towards your bum. And step that foot forwards between the hands. Pulling the shoulder blades together behind you. And once again, we'll rock forwards and back, going from that high lunge towards a pyramid pose. This side might be very different. Perhaps you keep a generous bend in that front knee. Perhaps you play around with flexing through that front foot. Perhaps you even hold your pyramid pose for a few breaths. And let's shift our way forwards once more, planting the hands. Take a giant step forward or a couple steps forward with that back foot so we end up in a standing forward fold. Rocking it out here, releasing the lower back. And let's bend the knees so we can roll up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale the hands to touch overhead. And exhale to swan dive your way forwards back to forward folds. Let's inhale the right leg up, standing splits pose, shifting towards a half moon. So the left fingertips come a little bit out to the side. Maybe that right hand reaches for the sky, kicking the right heel behind you. You can stay here. You might experiment with catching that back foot with the right hand. Keep the gaze to the left fingertips to help with balance. Glutes and abs are strong. You can let that foot go if you were holding it. Give the neck a little bit of a shake in this forward fold and we'll come straight to the other side, extending the left leg up, standing splits. And then shifting towards a half moon, right fingertips come a little bit further forwards and out towards the right before lifting that left arm up. And it's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Maybe you catch hold of that left foot with the left hand. Final breath here wherever you are. Letting go of the foot, gently kicking that heel behind you, both hands to the mat, both feet down, forward folds. Bend through the knees, lift the heels, make yourself into a little ball here. So the heels are lifted, looking for a stretch in the spine and the Achilles, chin towards the chest. And very slowly just sit yourself down, lift the legs up for boat pose, knees in towards the chest. Heart is lifted, toes are pointed. And set yourself down. Wonderful. Extend the legs out in front of you in this seated staff pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to fold forwards any amount. So you might prop yourself up behind you on fingertips. You might have the fingertips alongside the legs or holding onto the shins. Really let yourself go. Release to roll up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee for a seated pigeon, planting the left foot. You can rock the legs a little bit from left to right. Opening up through those hips. Chest stays proud. And let's release, give those legs a little bit of a shake before switching sides, left ankle over right knee, holding still or taking those gentle sways. On your next exhale, releasing that seated pigeon to extend both legs out in front of you. Hands behind you, fingertips facing back, lift the hips up. And sit yourself back down. Let's come to a comfortable seated cross-legged pose with the right shin in front of the left. Turn the upper body to face that right knee and fold yourself forwards. So aiming the forehead in the direction of that right knee. Keeping the left seat firmly planted on the mat. Notice if it wants to lift. And slowly lift yourself back up, switching the cross of the legs, left leg in front now. Facing down over that left knee, folding forwards any amount. Grounding down through the right sit bone. Final deep breath here. Before raising yourself back up, rolling the shoulders back. Hands to rest in the lap, eyes to close. A few final deep breaths here just to observe how you're feeling. How was this practice for you? Thanking yourself for turning up. And as we bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart, I thank you as well. I'd love for you to try my 10-day yoga challenge if you enjoyed practices just like this one. You can find it in the first link in the description box. And until we meet again on the mat, I wish you a beautiful day.